It's finally here. Version 5.0 of Jon Ruda's Kenworth W900. Let's go and check out what's new. Hey guys, Clumsy here. Welcome back to ATS. This actually literally brought me back to ATS. I realized I haven't been playing it for a couple of weeks now because of Iberia. But now with this update, well, we are back. First things first, we'll get into the vehicle browser and see. Look at the different config options. What's new, what's not. Let's go and check it out. Kenworth W900, that's the one. The highway killer is what its name is. Now, as always, we look at the performance before we get anything. You look at the number of triangles. If you want to do this for yourself, unlock the console. You'll need to maybe Google that a bit if you're not familiar how to unlock the console. And G_minicon 1. So here, we should see the TC on the upper left side of the screen where my mouse is. 5.6 million. Compare that with the SCS default W900. It's 1 million. So it's like, oh, actually, that's a bit better. I think before that was... Because I did a previous mod spotlight video on this in the older version, and I think that was higher. I'll try to link it here if I remember. It looks like now it's only 5 times more. It still is a big gap, so it still is heavier on the frame rate compared to the default truck. So if you have a weaker PC, you might experience some frame rate loss there, right? So just be warned. That being said, the optimizations Jon Ruda adds is not bad at all. So despite the heavy model initially, I think he makes up for that with in-game optimizations like disabling mirrors and whatnot when not needed. Anyway, let's focus on the 5.0 specific updates. Here we have 2 new types of cabins now. The day cab and the flat top sleeper in addition to the aero cab here. The one I'm using right now is the flat top sleeper. Oh, and by the way, this video will be split into 2 main parts. The first part is this one right now where we are going through the config options. But as you might have seen, there is a chapter indication. You can jump to the actual test drive if you're not fond of these config style layout vids, okay? So no worries there, you won't hurt my feelings. Alright, anyway, so what else is here? We have lowered versions now. In addition to the standard chassis, you have 6x4, you have 8x4 for different cabins. And now mainly in addition, you also have the lowered variant. That one, that's actually the one I'm using. It looks pretty sleek. Jon Ruda gave a watch out though. If you use the standard lowered, make sure to use his wheels as well. So as always, this is a paid mod. And the good thing is it's a paid mod, but it feels like a paid mod. You know, you get what you pay for, so you really get the support you need. So Jon Ruda replies and gives specific instructions how to install this. And yeah, that's one of his instructions. Making sure that you pick the right tire and wheel setup. So he has his own set of tires and wheels here, right? So make sure to follow the instructions in the included README file. Okay, in terms of engines, I don't think there's anything new in the engines. Of course, I'm using a different set, not the ones included in the package. I'm using, of course, the Z mods specific ones. The ones with the ZM, DD60 in particular is the one I'm using right now. Can't remember which horsepower I'm using, but it's one of the DD60 for sure. Not the ones with the silencer. I think it's this one, the 515 horsepower. Right, transmissions, nothing fancy there. 18 speed without retarder to get the more American feel. Here we have the gauges, the different styles. So the default is this one with the GPS. But if you're like me, and you're a huge fan of the phone GPS, you can actually get rid of that now in 5.0. full gauges, where you'll get some more interesting dials that actually move, like turbo boost, I think some kind of air pressure. I didn't really take a look at it, but it looks more classic, and you don't have double GPS syndrome anymore. Right, so it's quite nice. What I like as well, and this is a small thing, but this kind of irked me ever since. Before, the custom paint jobs actually have like a, how do you say? Because there are lots of custom paint jobs here. You can see there are around 80 plus. It's not really 88 because there are some skips, but it's 80 plus. But the small thing that I was getting irked before in the older versions, even in his other trucks, it's like Kenworth 1 and then 10, 11, and then later on you get 2, 20, you know, because of the sorting. After 1 you get 10, but now it's properly sorted. You have 1 here, 1 to 9, and then you have 10, and then you have 20. If you've driven in any of his trucks before, it's a very small thing, but it kind of triggered my OCD. So that's a very nice small update there. A nice attention to detail. But yes, so many different options. The one I'm using right now, I believe, is this one, Kenworth 11, and then I have this custom color pack included. Just selected some colors on my own, but yeah, you have a lot of different options in here. Just browse through them, get the point. So you will not be short of choices at all. Okay, some real life trucking companies as well, I believe. Good. All right, let's get back to 11 so you get to see as close as possible the truck I will be using for the drive. Okay, over here, what do we have? So many dots, that's what we have. Where do we start? That's a good question. We now have a bug deflector, chrome or paint. You have, let's go from here and then just try to see. Okay, we have a couple of different options for the hoods, but we don't really have a new one in 5.0, so I'm going to skip that. But we do have, well, maybe just go through it a bit, just so you have the complete package. Yeah, so different options, and with some of the options, you can actually even change the headlights. Right, I think the one I'm using is custom. Then here you have a grill, nothing new there in 5.0, but looks cool nonetheless. Here though, you get something decor. Yeah, really nice. Chrome and painted ones with logos, either black or red logo. Over on this side, you have a, oh, I think that's a different one. Lamp panel is that one right there. That's fine. Let's go through. Yeah, the challenge here is going through all the dots. Most likely I missed some of the dots because it's very tricky. Some of them only appear in certain angles. Okay, if you're hauling an oversized trailer, that can work. Different kinds of bumpers. You now have a heavy duty one. It's quite simple. And then a moose bumper, a full blown bull bar here. Very nice, although I'm still a fan of this one. The huge slab in front. I like that. Option of having headlights, nothing new here. Looks good though, you have flag support. This one you have LED or standard. I think mainly this changes the way the lights turn up. Like here, I think it's gradual. With LEDs, it's a sudden on and off, like 1 and 0. Like that. With the standard lights, you get that kind of what do you call it in real life? But yeah, it kind of gradually opens, right? Air filters, a painted version is now available. You now have ability to add mirrors, different kinds. Oh, that's interesting. I haven't seen that kind of mirror before. Interesting. Okay, maybe that. How does that look in front? Oh, so that allows you to see in front of your hood for any blind spots, probably. Interesting. Because normally you'd use that mirror for visibility on the back, right? It's like you're easier to see left side mirror, but that one in particular, so that's kind of like ETS2, so you see the front of your hood. Although personally, I try not to add any of these front mirrors because they will be a detriment to performance as well, so might hurt performance even more. Let's go get back out for now. So many dots to choose from. Let's go through all of them quickly. Alright, what else? Filter lights. So you can add some lights here. LED or standard ones. I think the new ones are LED. Yeah, you have a clear version now if you're not a fan of those orange lights. Chrome or paint. Just additional config options mainly. Over here you can have a different kind of radio antenna. Big. Just something to make the truck even more massive looking. Fat antenna with spring. Look at that. Didn't even see that option a while ago. Oh my goodness. Looks like you're in one of those night duels, you know, with the horses and the lances. Okay, let's move on. Did I miss any dot here? Probably, but you'll just have to bear with me there. Here, painted or chrome versions. Here we have a new set of stairs, chrome or painted, and looking very cool. I think, is it the same with the 389? I can't remember. You guys pointed out to me. Chrome or paint, that's been there before. Hey, look at this. This is the one that's tricky. At this angle, you have these dots. You move the camera a bit. It's a different set of dots. Oh, interesting. Oh, tank cover. Cool. So this one, if you want the rear stairs, it's also a new version here. I like how these look. So massive. Perfect for that massive look you are probably wanting to have in an American truck like this. Rear flares. Rear bar. Oh, this one, guys. Okay, the exhaust. So many different options now. Before, there's only one. You can see all of these are new in 5.0. You have the 7, what is that? I guess that's inch. So a 7-inch, and then this one, it's either 45 degrees, so that's like where the stacks are facing. This one is facing to the back. 45 is facing 45 degrees away. And this one is facing 90 degrees away. So that's basically what those angles mean. And then it's the types. Let's stick with this one. Bull hauler, chino. It's just changing how the curve looks. Yeah, how abrupt or how big that is. Or what is this? Metered. So it's kind of like cut off diagonally or a straight one. But in addition, you have, let's pick the bull hauler for this, 7-inch, I guess, diameter or radius. So that's how thick the stacks are. Compare this standard, it's a very thin stack, right? With the 7-inch. That's looking pretty massive. But wait, there's more. 8-inch diameter. Let's do that again on the correct angle here. 7, right? 8. And there's even a 9. Look at how this looks. Bam. Looks like a mobile factory. A mobile plant. Goodness, what are you producing in there? And then all the different options as well. But yeah, if you want a massive looking truck, then that's your go-to spot, most likely. Oh, this one I missed. Where is that? Oh, yeah, I missed that part. Nice. That actually makes it more sleek. I knew I missed something. Alright, what else? Standard LED lamps. I guess in reality, LED lamps would be more practical, but from the sim point of view, as a game, I want that gradual light. Not the on-off, but the gradual on and off. Yeah, that one. It's very subtle. But it's there since 1.40, I believe. Cool. You have an option for a spoiler. Got even longer. A headache rack. A beacon. Oh, I didn't see that. I should have picked that one. Because what I picked was the turbo wing, which is not compatible with the beacon. Ah, you can make this. Oh, wait a minute. It should be a flat top sleeper. That's the one I'm using. Yeah, you still have the beacon. And you can have a turbo wing in addition. Ah, nice. Okay, so they don't conflict with each other. Perfect. Yeah, I missed the wing. You can have a front bar here, or what's cooler is this one. A light adapter now is available, and you have so many options. Up to you. And the images actually reflect how they look in the game, in the actual truck. So that's pretty cool. I am particularly fond of this squad one. Squad clear, just a clear version, but I like that orange look. So let's do the 131 layout. I have to find the middle spot though, that one. Doesn't that look cool? And in addition, you can also have this. Oh yeah, and this interior light as well. I haven't tested it yet, but we'll see that probably at night is when that will appear better. You can also have a light adapter here in front. So get that pretty cool looking layout both in the front and back. Starting to look super sleek now, right? And you want massive, you get massive. It comes to air horns. Super nice. So yeah, if you're a fan of configuring your truck, spending hours configuring, oh, you'll enjoy this one. Now, even me, as you might know, I'm more of a, how do you say, J-spec, like simple config guy. Not really a huge fan of the super complex configurations, but for kind of options like this, I cannot resist but explore it as well. Now for the sun visor, there are many cool options. My biggest gripe about sun visors is they block the view a lot. Like you can choose it from here, and if you pick even, for example, the standard one, like that's like 1/3 of your entire windshield covered. It's just such a shame to me. So even though it looks cool, this one might be a nice middle ground, yeah. But I picked actually this one, the standard small, so I get full visibility of the windshield. Although it doesn't look cool from outside, it's very functional inside, where I'll be spending like 95% of my time anyway while driving. 5% is taking screenshots, right? On bridges, if you know me. All right, that looks good. Mirrors, nothing fancy there, either single or double. So you get the wide angle round mirror at the bottom. Aside from that, let me see what I missed. We should have more stuff in here. Let me see. No, I think we're good, guys. I think we're good for now. Now we do have a lot more things in the back. Options. I don't think there's anything new here though. So I'm just going to scan through them. I'm not a fan of these huge ones. I just like it simple like that. Chrome, just a simple finish. Here, yeah, nothing fancy here either. They look cool, just nothing new in 5.0. You can have a custom plate if you like. Too bad there's no Colorado in here. Hopefully they add that eventually. This. Oh yeah, that one is new. Metal. And then I remember there is an option for a mud flap in here. But I cannot find the dot. Maybe this one. There you go. Mud flap brackets. And it's not really new though. So, but there is an option to have weights even. And you can pick what kind of mud flaps those are. But that's not really new with the 5.0. As you can see, 4.0, it's there already. It's actually a nice little detail as well with Jon Ruda's trucks. You actually see exactly which part comes with which version. So you won't have to second guess yourself which one is new and not. Especially from my point of view, when I'm featuring updates like this, that's very helpful. Imagine if those labels aren't there in the first place. They'll probably be fumbling about even more. Right, I think we're good enough there. Might have missed a few dots, but not anything major, hopefully. Here is the truck from the inside. You have options for sizzle accessories as well as compatibility with the official cabin DLC accessory. Sun visor can have this as always. Same with the sun visor. I'm not a huge fan because that limits visibility. Can remove that side mirror for better performance, slightly better performance, I'm guessing. Dash accessory there. You can put like a bobblehead. I'm a huge fan of putting bobblehead in there like that. You have a new option for a radio. Nothing fancy, quite nice. GPS, you can turn it off or put in like a multimedia panel there, or what I like personally now with 5.0 is setting that full gauge, so you don't even have that screen anymore, and instead putting in like a phone GPS here. Or you have an option, if you're not a fan of the phone GPS, you have an option here, putting the GPS in different corners, so you have lots of choices. I think functionally this makes the most sense, because this just blocks the hood, which doesn't really add functionality, but I like seeing the hood. It's part of American trucking, in my opinion. So for me, that one is my personal choice. Okay, new radio. These ones, I don't think there's anything new there. These ones have been available before. I think I just chose standard there. Cool. Steering wheel, I don't think there's anything new either, but that's pretty cool already in 4.0. This one is new. One second. That one. So you have the panel, the finish, the border. You have a chrome option in there now, which makes it look a lot more sleek. And then chrome knobs as well. I'm not a huge fan of those chrome knobs. I'm just keeping them black, but maybe you are. So that's an option for you. Here you can have the air conditioning items, you know, the air freshener and whatnot. Nothing fancy, but nice to have. More chromey bits, why not? You can have cup holders here, put in a bottle of water or something. Oh yeah, this one is the big one. One sec. And these are all just mainly accessories except that one. You can have different flooring. That's not new with 5.0. These ones are mainly cabin DLC compatibility. Yeah, the biggest thing in my opinion is this one. You have so many options, all of these new for the shifter. So basically you have an Eaton Fuller layout, or you can make that into a ball or a knob. This is like a weapon, goodness, or chrome version of it. So that's basically it. 4 main head types. Yeah, but in addition, you have an option for changing the, how do you say, the how large that bar is. So if you want it slim or mid, you can see that's going to get a bit more thick there, or a fat version. Yeah, so that's like the stacks. You can change the diameter. But in addition, you can also, and this is the most iconic in my opinion, this is like American trucking at its finest, make that longer, mid or even longer, like so. If anyone knows if there's like a functional benefit to that one, because I see in real life videos, some people really have this kind of setup, but I don't understand why. Is it easier to reach if it's that high? I would think your hand is, I don't know. So you let me know in the comments, alright? But it looks pretty cool and iconic for American trucking in my opinion, so I chose that one actually. The long mid Eaton. That one is a bit too massive looking, like it gets in the way. But that one I think is just a bit more finesse in there, right? But I think that's it. Oh my goodness, we've been configuring for 20 minutes. Sorry about that, guys. Anyway, all right, and that's what you get over here. Right? DD60 engine. This is Z-Mods though. And what I'm waiting for mainly is Z-Mods Cat C15. I pre-purchased that already, so I'm looking forward to that update because that will go swimmingly well with this truck. Right, let's increase the audio a bit for you guys. I know you guys are huge fans of loud sounds, interior sounds as well, and make that into a manual so you guys can really appreciate the shifting 18-speed Eaton Fuller. Good. There we go. That's the massive sound I'm looking for. Parking brake is off. Off we go. And I'm assuming the windows should work. Oh yes, that's also one of the hopefully updates that I am looking for. Because before, this W900 had a bit of a tint on the windshield. It made everything look darker. Is it still there? I don't think so. I think now what you see inside is what you see outside. Because before it came with like a built-in tint which I didn't like. But that seems to be gone now, thankfully. Oh, I remember this route. Yeah, we're currently in Denver. And I remember this is where I made one of my videos when I measured performance. Sounding good there. I think the interior sounds are just a tad too loud. Let's adjust that a bit. But yeah, the audio is, there's not really anything related to Jon Ruda's here specifically. Most of the sounds I'm using are from Z-Mods. This is my favorite sound at the moment for ATS. Oh, I think I'm going to hit that. Been trucking in Europe too much that I don't really get that estimation for US dimensions anymore. Oh my goodness, that trailer is so stubborn. Doesn't want to turn at all. There we go. That's the rumbling sound I'm looking for. So yes, I really like that sound. The sounds from this engine, but I'm really looking forward to Z-Mod's Cat C15. I pre-ordered that already, just waiting for the release. I hope it's coming soon, and if it does, when it does, you can expect a video on that for sure. Lots of videos on that. That might become my new favorite engine in ATS, replacing this one. I must say I really miss driving in ATS. As I mentioned at the beginning of the vid, I've been stuck in Jake brake. I've been stuck in ETS2 for quite some time because because of Iberia, because of Pro Mods. But yes, Jon Ruda's W900 has officially brought me back into ATS, and I'm really hoping Z-Mod C15 follows soon enough, so we try that out in addition. We'll see how it looks, guys. But for now, hope you are enjoying the trip, the drive. I surely am. And so far, performance is not bad at all. I am locking my FPS to 60 here. So let me show you the graph. And normally in ETS2, I would get around 50 to 60% GPU utilization. You can see right now I'm at 53, 54. So it doesn't even reach 60. And that's with a complex model like this. So that's actually pretty good. That might be, yeah, so that might be, I can't really explain it, but even though the triangle count for this truck is massive, it still is performing very, very well. I don't have any explanation for it, but it just feels smooth. So despite the humongous triangle count of this truck, it feels very optimized when you actually drive it. I know. We'll see. There you go. Would be nice also to check out some lights, the light flares, maybe at night. Oh yes, I missed something, I think. GPU just shot up to 90%. I think it started loading in something. Maybe I jinxed it. Yikes. Alright, well, we'll observe it. But we are entering a junction, and usually the heaviest frame rate comes from the junction. What the heck did he hit? Must be because of my lowered chassis. Could be. Oh yeah, we are entering city center. No wonder. Yeah, so it looks like that's probably when it happens. When you're entering a city, so heavy, lots of objects in the city, lots of buildings, couple that with a complex model in the truck, then yes, your FPS may suffer a bit. But I think it's going to be worth it with the amount of customization we've seen. Just skimming through the updates, the different parts, and already we're getting a massive benefit in number of config options. I think this is going to be my truck for the foreseeable future. Goodness, this looks great. Oh, I need to take a photo here in the stadium, I think. Like so. Okay, let's turn off that performance thing. I think we've gotten a good enough glimpse of how that looks. Very nice. I do miss driving here in Colorado. I think we'll be spending a lot of time here in the coming episodes, especially because when Iberia came out, we were so excited to explore it. Most of us, this guy won't give way, my goodness. I guess you would see those kind of people in real life. Fine. Just floating gears a bit here. But yeah, when Iberia DLC released, we were super excited about it, and so we went about exploring it. And of course, I'm sure everyone wondered, in terms of best DLC ever by SCS, does this beat Colorado? And I think it's mostly a unanimous decision that even though Iberia is great and everything, I think when you look for the best DLC ever, still Colorado would take the cake in my books and in many other people's books as well, based on what I've been asking you guys. So I wanted to explore here to compare, and it's going to be very difficult because European versus American trucking, very different vibe, but still the overall impression of like getting that nice driving experience, smooth bends on the highway, proper signage and all that stuff, AI behavior that's more or less consistent. Can still be AI will still be AI, but you know, stuff like that. It's getting a bit loud though, isn't it? Let me see, maybe I can help this out a bit. There we go, just lessened the volume a tad there, so it's not overly screaming at us. I think that's good enough for now. Alright, 65, no problem. You can actually see the turbo changing there, the turbo boost. As you step on the accelerator, even in cruise control that changes. So yes, those gauges do work for the most part. Very nice. Yeah, I'm noticing heavier GPU usage though. As I mentioned, 50 to 60%. I'm at 80% right now. Probably will get a lot better performance with other trucks. But if your rig can handle this, my goodness, it will be so worth it. Now about the price, I must say I forgot. And I'm not sure if he changed the price. It should be somewhere around 30 USD plus minus, but check with him, contact him on Facebook. I'll leave a link in the video description as always. The entire mods list is also there. So contact him directly and let me know if you get news on that, okay? Stay away from this guy. I think he has a tendency for sudden braking. Yeah, very short trip, just a test drive. Let's deliver this and let's see if I can still park. But yeah, the parking itself is good, a good measure, because it tests if the mirrors are well modeled. And basing on Jon Ruda's record, he does these side mirrors very well. And what I mean by that is these side mirrors, they have one very important factor that I look for, specifically the field of view. Normally you would need a mod to adjust the field of view. But for Jon Ruda's trucks, most of them, they are very good already. They are not wide, so you get that proper distance. When you're measuring distance, when you're trying to reverse your trailer, you get that proper estimation of the distance because it's not warped. It's not distorted because of the field of view. One thing I noticed though, which is irking me a bit, that windshield at the top, is that me? Yeah, the windshield seems to be flickering. Yeah, there, like that. Is that the same on your end, guys? Yeah, that's hopefully, I'm not sure how to fix that. Maybe that can be a quick fix. Is this the door? Yes, it is. Now, how do we enter here? I have no idea, but I'm sure that I shouldn't do a sharp turn because the trailer won't be able to turn with me that way. So I have to keep it as straight as possible. And yeah, look at that. Even just looking at the mirrors, I can see clearly where my trailer is. I have a perfect idea where it is. So I don't need to go to external view or look out like this. Okay. Hello, huge stack. Thank you for that perfect visibility. Reversing. That's I think that's a common problem for the W900 though, ever since. And I guess it's just even worse now because we made the stacks even larger. How do we do this? I think we just drive straight through. Okay, interesting. There's interesting prefab. I don't think I've delivered this here often before. So yes, guys, let me know if you've tried it for yourself. Thanks to all the members in the Discord for telling me about this, that Jon Ruda's update is live. I was super excited. I immediately went online and downloaded and tested it out myself. Oh, too bad we don't need to reverse this. But still, we'll need the mirrors too. Yeah, look at that. That might be tricky. I'm going to hit those. Yeah, I think so. It's a bit trickier than initially expected. Okay, let's do this properly. I think we need a wider turn here. So yes, we are getting the use of our mirrors anyway. But yeah, for me, my biggest gripe now, the windshield tint is gone. So that's perfect. So what you see inside is what you see outside. That's perfect. But yeah, this one, that flickering edge of the side glass panel is something that irks me a bit. Let me guys know if there is a fix you found for it. Or maybe Jon Ruda can release a quick patch, a hot fix for that. I'm not sure. Or maybe I'm the only one getting that issue. I don't know. Okay, super wide berth. Super wide that I don't think I even make this turn. Blug. Oh no, we made it. Okay, good. Let's see. Make that turn, please. You stuck somewhere? No, it's just hard, just heavy. There you go, that's beautiful. Alright, so let's just straighten it out here. Come on, come on. Don't make me reverse in. I think I'll have to reverse in, guys. Oh, no, it's good. Alright, I'll take it. Take it. Oh yeah, one thing I haven't tested yet. Okay, we'll test that later as we deliver this. Okay, don't worry, video's not yet over. That might be a bad thing for some people. But yes, let's do it like this because I do want to test it from end to end. I forgot to mention to you there is a like an undercarriage light in the truck config. There's one of those dots that are sneaky. But let me show you how it looks at night. So let's go and set the time maybe to 10 p.m. So it's pitch black. There you go. Not seeing anything. There's the light. You can see the blue light underneath. Oh, and the flares. How they start is just very subtle. It's a very mild change. But yeah, custom flares as well here from Jon Ruda. Comes with the package. Very nice attention to detail. I remember I also had that interior light. I'm not sure how to open it. Beacons? Beacons. Yeah, the beacon light adds that. That is so nice. Oh, that is so cool. My goodness. Feels like I'm in a submarine. Yeah, you have options for different lights. I chose the blue one, of course. But this is such a cool drive at night like this. Maybe not practical, but pretty cool looking. I think you can even turn that on in the daytime. That pizza isn't looking very good. One last check, guys. Let's set the time to 6. Ooh, blinding. I want to see if I can see the blue. No, I think in daytime you'd hardly see the blue. Even the light underneath, as it gets brighter, that will get hidden. That's just how the new lighting update works. Right? But anyway, hope you guys got a nice glimpse of the updated truck. Let me know how you think about it. Let me know if you purchased it or if you have it already. Let me know how you find it, okay? Or in case you're not planning on doing so, no worries. Hope you enjoyed the video nonetheless. Thanks for watching, guys. Have a nice day. Looking forward to your comments. Clumsy Trucking, and looking forward to more videos with this soon. Thanks and bye-bye. Clumsy Trucking.